Hey there everybody, it's Mike Delisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at Cedars from Sereis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Episode 1, Exodus. That's quite a mouthful. Looks like quite of a big game. This is coming from WizKids and Sweet Games. You play as the representatives of the various castes which make up the Cedars Society on Sereis, called up to the Wing of Whispers negotiation area within the Mother Arc, and put in competition to draw up the plans to build new, better daughter arcs. Okay, well, says set in the huge universe of Cedars from Sereis. So this is obviously some type of a pre-existing intellectual property that I am not aware of. I don't know whether it's books or movies or television shows or video games. I just don't know, or even previous board games. I'm just not familiar with it, unfortunately. And so maybe if you are familiar with the universe, it's going to mean a little bit more to you and you might see some thematic connections, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like just in terms of the components. Here's our rule book with our objective and components, our setup. On your game turn, it consists of one standard game consists of 4 turns, and each of them have 5 main phases: a preparation phase, a foundation phase, negotiation phase, integration phase, and prestige phase. So it sounds like there's a negotiation element within the game. It actually looks to be a relatively large part of the game, just based off of kind of this quick look through. Goes into more details about all of those different 5 phases within a turn. And you've got some card abilities, technical abilities, global strategies, clarification. So different and mostly impervious cast. So it sounds to me like it's a bit of an asymmetric negotiation game. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at the components. This looks to be some stickers here, sticker sheet. Here's our game board, which looks to be quite large and double-sided. Okay. I don't know that we're going to get all of that in camera. I'm going to zoom out to the widest that I can. But I think we can get a pretty good idea of what we've got going on here. And again, it's double-sided. I assume this is for player count. All right. Trying to get this board put back correctly. All right. We got a lot of cards. We got a lot of a lot. Let's take a look here first at some of the cardboard components. Seem to be of nice quality, nice and thick. Now these appear to be the player boards, which I'm assuming are going to be kind of a dual layered situation where you take these pieces out and then underneath it you're going to have now a kind of a dual layer board. I've seen quite a few games do this recently. It's an interesting approach to the dual layer board. One of the things I like, and again, this is assuming that I'm correct in that, where you kind of just, now you have the kind of a recessed thing here. The thing that I like about that is that it oftentimes, when you have traditional dual layered boards, you get some warping because of glue, and here you wouldn't have that issue. All right, so we've got some of those cardboard pieces. I'm going to throw these back in here in case I vastly misjudged how this works, but I don't want to lose what could potentially be pieces that you need. A lot of plastic pieces as well here. Acrylic kind of plastic. These are almost like poker chips, almost like translucent, not quite as heavy, but kind of like translucent chips. They're quite large. A lot of different translucent acrylic cubes of different colors. Yeah, so these are just really just cubes of different colors and those chips in different player colors as well. All right, so I think we've seen sufficient examples of both that you can kind of get a sense for what they are just in the different player colors. We'll pop those back in there and let's look at the cards. We've got 3 large decks of square cards. And it looks like the board is such that perhaps you'd be placing the cards right on those squares. That's conjecture, but I don't know. It seems like a reasonable conjecture based on the shape and the layout of the board. What is not reasonable is how long it's taking me to get these cards open. I am really struggling to get these cards to cooperate with me. I refused to back down, however, and I will have these cards open. There we go. So let's take a look at some of these, get an idea of the art and the layout. This is an ARC card, apparently. All right. Get a sense for the iconography and the layout and the graphic design and some of the art. Okay. These all still appear to be ARC cards. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but we've got different types of cards. It tells you right here, apparently. Different casts. Okay. Take a look at some more. I'm going to tempt fate with these, getting these cards open again. I did so well the first time. This one was a little bit easier. These are more art cards. So I'll go through these quickly, because I think you've seen a number of these. Okay, and then you got more. This might really be, well, these are two-sided cards here. These are slightly different. The workers and the priests appear to be two-sided. We got one more deck of cards we're going to take a quick look at. All right. These are more ARC cards. These look clearly to be the main kind of bulk of the cards are these ARC cards. Some double-sided cards towards the end of these decks, and then some player aid cards. All right. Well, I think that gives us a pretty good idea of what you find inside the box of Seeders from Sereis, Episode 1, Exodus. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.